Holy. Welcome back, everybody. We are at the last starter deck. Well, ST-28. We've got Green Yellow Yamato. Okay, so, short story. Green Yellow Yamato is one of the leaders I saw the first time I saw it. So I started when OP06, I believe, was still... Yeah, I think it was when OP06 came out. It was... EBO2 was coming out, I think, like a few days after or something, and then OP07 dropped. But I saw this leader and I was like, holy, this leader has to be broken. Double attack, does 2 damage. Oh my god. And then you also have the other ability of activate main. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, you give the 2 rested dawn cards to one of your characters. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is insane. And then I kind of played it for a bit and I was like, yeah, there's kind of some issues with the deck, but usually 9 out of 10 times if you swing at your opponent, they don't have enough counters, which I saw happening to Shanks a lot. They just got wrecked. But most of the time, it won't work. I think I messed up the wording there. I'm sorry, it's still late at night and my brain is not what it usually is. But forgive me for any mistakes. If you find, like, if there's anything you think I could have done better or I made an error, just please correct me in the comment sections and I'll try to make corrections as I can. But yeah, Yamato. First, I'll glaze the card. Look at this beautiful card. Like, it's so well done. Like, kudos to Bandai. Like, for one last time, they've done so well with the cards. They look really good. Every single one of the leaders look really good. Like, they look beautiful and it's amazingly done. Great work, like the effects and everything, the coloring, it's just so nice. But now, yeah, the leader, it has double attack, activate main. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, give up to 2 rested dawn cards to one of your characters. It's a solid leader in my opinion, especially if there's a meta where there's a lot of bricks being played. Yamato is scary. Yamato can swing for 8 with a double attack, and if you don't have a blocker set up and if you don't have enough counters, whew, you are in trouble, buddy. 8 or 9, that swing's hitting you, you're losing 2 life on the spot. Or you're pitching like what, 3 cards or 4 cards at times. It's 3 to 5 cards is crazy. But yeah, that's the beauty of Yamato. Well, we won't talk much about most of these cards. They're like, most of them are like OPO6, OPO7, I think. Yeah, OPO6, OPO6. These are all, yeah, this is OP6. Kikuno is a really good card. I've used her in multiple decks, including Red Yellow Sabo. Very nice card to have. Very good trigger. Especially in Yamato, I think this card comes in, like, will be valid in a significant amount of matchups. You have Denjiro, which is cannot be killed by effects. Always a nice thing to see. And then if your opponent has 2 or less left with this right here, you can just give the dawn to him. I think the bigger card that kind of gets is Nekomamushi, where you can swing at active characters. I think that's a really strong ability to have, especially in a meta where you have like stuff like Burgess and stuff. So you just swing 7 at Burgess means Blackbeard has to like pitch cards, right? And even I think against Blackbeard you're really well matched with Yamato. I think your worst matchup would be like GP Luffy and stuff like that, because yeah, they'll counter it I think the first swing, but later it's gonna haunt you back. I don't know, I haven't played Yamato enough to actually pass a judgment, but yeah, you've got the Raizo, you've got Blaze Slice. Oh, I was looking for this card. I only had like 1 or 2 copies. I was looking for it for BY Luffy, I think. I don't know. But yeah, then you've got the Odyssey Ace. Okay, it's 2k counter if 2 or more rested one for your opponent's character with a 5 cost or less. Look at the background. You got most of the straw hats, I think. There. Where's Chopper? Where is my boy Tony? Oh, there he is. There's the beautiful Tony Chopper. Except for that, you've got the 3 brothers Yamato SD13. Rush. Look at all of your life cards. Place 1 card from your deck to them. Look at all of your life cards. Place 1 at the top of your deck and place the rest at the back in your life in any order. I don't think this is a good card for this deck. I feel like no, I don't think it's a good card for this deck. This is like a card for Ace, and it makes sense for it to be in blue yellow Ace, but it doesn't make sense for this starter like this deck at all. Or maybe they just added it as a 2k counter. What's okay? So let's focus on the newer cards. I know I kind of burned a bit, but the Wano cards are always interesting for me to go through because these are kind of cards I've actually kind of used on different decks. Especially the Wano stuff I've used with red, yellow, Sabo a lot. So yeah, let's focus on this. Let's start with Ashura Doji. If your leader has the land of Wano type and your opponent has 3 or more life cards, captain one of your opponent's character with a base power of 5 or less. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I think it's a decent thing to have. Always KO 5 or less. You always take that. It's always a nice thing to see. KO 5 or less, you never say no to that. It's such a nice thing to have. And yeah, the 3 or less life makes sense, but you don't have to trash anything. You don't lose anything. You just play it out. 3 or less life, KO. And with this double attack attribute, I think it's not unrealistic to expect that. Izo. Dawn times 2. This this character gains blocker on play. Your land of one-type leader gains Banish during this turn. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. So basically, you play out Izo. Your leader gets Banish. You swing. Like, say you play out Izo on 4 on your 4 Dawn turn. Going second, you play on 4. You play out Izo for 2. To attach 2 Dawn to Yamato. Attach to your leader gets Banish, and then you swing 7 at life. So, ooh, that sounds disgusting. If they don't have enough counters, that's gonna be that's gonna be painful. You just lose 2 life straight to the trash, and then you're sitting. If you're a 5 life leader, you're sitting at 3 life turn 3. And you're basic. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. And then if in Dawn times 2, like, you can just use your leader ability. You can activate main and turn Izo into a blocker, so that takes in a hit for you. Okay, that's a really good card. That's a really good, especially like it's like made perfectly for green yellow Yamato. Oh, guess I have another deck to play. You just got a base Kinemon. If your leader has the land type has the land of Wano type, and your opponent has 3 less life cards, play this card. Nice trigger to have. I see a pattern where most of these cards are like focused more on land of Wano. Makes sense. Now we have the 2 SRs. I'll start with the Yamato. I've heard some conflicting perspectives on this Yamato, but one cost 0 power. Dawn times 2, your turn, this character gains plus 3000 power. So this basically does a 5k swing if you attach 2 Dawn to it. Which, if you're going second, I guess. But you can't swing with it, and I don't know why you'd attach, like, if you're going like turn 2, right? I don't know why you'd attach 2 Dawn to this. Unless like you're playing against Blackbeard, right? And if you swing, say if you're swinging, you know you're gonna swing like something big into it, right? So you could just play this out, and then put 2 of your Dawn on this, and then swing 5 into Blackbeard. He'll probably take, but you don't want to do it. Like 9 out of 10 times, I'll just swing with lead, and then if I see him not count out of anything, I'll just swing with this, or just put both Dawn on Izo. And I don't know, like there's ways you can play it out, but yeah, it's not a bad option to have. I think just giving it in the stat line of okay, this makes sense, because if they gave him 2000 power and attached 2 Dawn and gets plus 3000 would be crazy. I think it'd be better if it was 2000, and then when you attach 2 Dawn, this gets plus 1000 or 2000. So that way you'd hit the 6000 stat line, and a lot of leaders are hitting 7k apparently. So, but that is late game though, so it makes sense. Then on play, look at top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 land of Wano type card with a cost of 2 or more, and then add it to your hand. It's a lot like the the Trafalgar Law. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Makes sense. Not a bad card. I think this is made perfectly for Yamato, and it's gonna help in a lot of matchups. I feel bad for Blackbeards. I feel like Blackbeard's getting shafted in like most of these matchups. It's kind of scary. And now we have the last one with Kozuki Momonosuke. I'm not gonna lie. This card I think is pretty good. If you're 2 less life cards, your leader gains plus 1000 power, which is your turn effect, and then activate main once per turn. You may return 2 of your total currently given Dawn cards to your cost area. Rested, this character gains rush and plus 1000 power during this turn. So what I'm thinking more on the line is, if you play this card out, it's a rush A6 cost 8k swing, and you kind of have to use him after you use your leader ability. So you play him out, you use your leader ability on something, on him maybe, and then you just get back both, like put the dons back, and then swing for 8. I don't know if I'd suggest playing him, because he doesn't seem like the best card per se. Like, I think there's better green cards he could play out. Like, if this was like, nah, but when a double attack deck, this is still a scary thing to have, because Rush with plus 1000 power, I feel like the 10 cost ace is still like a solid card to have, because you have a lot of things to play out on your curves. This just makes your like your game faster. So, no, I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking too much. Like, to have the option to like just like, you, if you have another body, you can swing with that. Then just return those 2 dons to your cost area, and you just swing 8 with this. I think that's pretty good. And plus, on your turn, if you're 2 life, your leader gains that plus, so your leader becomes a 6k, unless they remove this card first. So I think, yeah, I think overall it's a decent card, and overall I think really decent starter deck. And I know, and I'll be very frank, I think in terms of starter decks, this is in the middle. I did say in the first one that I thought Shanks was probably the most mediocre one, and I kind of agree. I think Bonnie is, in terms of starter decks, the worst one to get, like worst one for Bonnie itself. For green, it's a good, there's some good cards, but for specifically the Bonnie leader, I don't think there's much. Shanks is a really good starter deck, but I think there's only one card that you really want in there, and that's like the 9 cost Shanks. Buggy, green yellow Yamato and Buggy, I think, are on a similar level, where the cards are really made for them, and it's like makes the deck, I think, pretty strong. Like, you have various plays now, especially with Buggy, with the 8 cost Crocodile and what's his name, Crocodile and Mihawk. It's a really good card, and Yamato's decent too. And I think, but the best 2 are here, Marshall D. Teach and Monkey D. Luffy. The Will of D carried on for these guys. Like, the decks are so good. I think Luffy overall is the best deck. Just the abilities itself and the cards in it are really good. Marshall D. Teach is up there, but Luffy's just so good. Like, trust me, it's a really insanely good deck, especially with the cards, like the Monkey D. Luffy cards. It's really good. All the videos are in my channel, you can check them all out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and this kind of series like thingy. I shot them all in like one night, because I kind of wanted to get them out before the starter decks came out. Plus, work started on Monday, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna finish these up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Last thoughts, I think, if you're still looking for if you want to start something or play with something, I think the purple black Monkey D. Luffy starter deck is the best one, and then Marshall D. Teach is a close second. If you just want to play right out of a starter deck, I think Teach or Shanks are the best ones to kind of try. But yeah, Luffy's really strong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.